And we are back. So, last we left off, the party was dying. Everybody except for the guy who's not here. Breverac has, I should show you guys the character sheet here. He has 2 hit points. He's like on death's door here, as he's like, as the wizard apprentice of Sensu, the infamous Green Dragonborn, Vesuvius, also known as the Scholar, has a dream blade shoved through his center mass of his chest and has fallen from the air. And as he does, the material realm kind of shifts and moves back quickly into place. Breverac, the only one to see this happen, as everyone else is unconscious and in a state of death. As he falls to an 8, he is going to move over towards the person that needs the most help for this initial round. He's going to administer a potion to Moog Broadjaw before he dies. So Moog, you are going to recover, and this is his last potion. You're going to recover 8 points of healing. You have 1 point of exhaustion, but you are up.
Excellent. Thank you, Breverac. So how 8 points you said?
8 points of healing. And as you kind of sit up, Moog, you notice both Velry is next to you, unconscious. Rogar's also unconscious, bleeding out. Both of them in a state of death, covered in little tiny shards of kind of like ice. The whole room is in disarray. It looks like an explosion went off on here several times over. You don't see the creatures that you fell with your weapon. They don't seem to be present. There are just dark black stains where their bodies fell. There is the corpse of Rognak and, of course, the corpse of Vesuvius laying in the room. But that is immediately what you see. Would you like to do anything, Moog, before we start making death saves?
Can I move to Rogar?
Sure. Velry's next to you, but bypass her. Who cares about her?
Well, anyway. She's right next to me?
She's literally right next to you, yeah. She fell next to you.
Can I stabilize her with a medicine check, hopefully?
You can give me a try.
Okay. 13?
That will do it, yeah.
Cool.
You kind of look at her, kind of take out a couple, not necessarily, kind of like healing herbs that you keep on your person, Moog. And you kind of like spit and kind of rub it into one of her wounds. Kind of rub it into her, and she, for now, Velry, you are stable. You don't have to make any death saves. You're not conscious, but no death saves. However, I will need a death save from Trist and from Rogar.
I don't want to make fun. Oh, thank God, it's not a 1. I still fail. That's not a 1.
Okay, that's fine. So one failure.
2 failures.
2 failures. How about Rogar? It's a failure for Rogar. As that happens, Breverac, Mighty Rogar, you have fallen! As he stumbles over to you. He has no more healing potions. But he's going to attempt a medicine check. Pull up his medicine is good. You guys really invested in this kind of stuff, so. With a 16, Rogar stabilized. As he does that, he sees the elf kind of singed and beaten bloody on the steps, leading down kind of behind Rogar. Friend Moog, there is another down these stairs. Some elf-like creature. An ally, perhaps.
Is it my turn?
It is. If you'd like to, if you would like to go down there.
Is that where Alan is now?
That is where Trist is. Yes.
Trist is, yeah, and he's unconscious.
Oh yes, on the steps.
Well, let's see if I can help him too. I'm on a roll here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So.
Ooh, I'm not good for you, bro.
Oh
so
no!
Sorry.
No.
It's a fail. They're kind of like they're kind of looking. He looks hurt real bad. So
used up all my good stuff on the
like,
pretty lady.
You're like, oh shit. Oh no. Okay. Trist, Let's see if you have a short life. Go ahead and roll another dice, please.
I die. I quit. It's a 6. I quit. Logging out.
Trist. So Trist, you bleed out on the steps. However, don't quit yet. Relax.
Please.
Kind of corpse goes lifeless. As Moog, you're kind of working on him, and I mean, you don't know this man.
I don't have a
Here's what
pulse.
it is. Appears to be dead. It is at this point, since Moog is the only one that's standing, you hear shuffling of feet. And you look over and there's a door closed to this room that leads somewhere. And as you kind of get your bearings, Moog, you realize you are in Castle White Shroud. You and Brethrak both lock eyes, knowing that there are people screaming to let them outside this room. You don't know how much time you have before they forcibly enter. And behind you, Moog, you hear, I'm in here! They've taken me hostage! As Lord Akron peeks out from behind the mirror. And he's got a little dagger in his hand and he's pointing it at both of you and Brethrak. Stay back! It was them! It was all them! What are you doing, Moog?
Can I knock that guy unconscious?
He's across the room.
Yeah.
How are you going to knock him unconscious?
I don't know. Just I don't want to kill him. I just want to.
Well, how are you going to do it?
Bare hand slap him.
You're going to run over and slap him?
Well, if he's causing a ruckus.
Okay.
He's
right, Mo.
pointing a weapon at me. I need him to shut up so we can
You
think.
quickly run towards him. No! As you run towards him, you do. Luckily, you have a 10-foot reach. Otherwise, you'd be getting stabbed right now. So go ahead and give me an attack roll.
All right. Well, an unarmed strike. I don't hit him. I whiff him.
Nope. That's a miss. Kind of.
Yeah.
And he kind of ducks underneath. Now! And then Brethrak kind of. And then Brethrak looks towards the door, and the door begins. Almost gives in completely. Something heavy is battering against the outside of it. My lord! You hear from the hallway. As you. And Moog.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
My plan was to knock this guy out and take him with me, but.
What's your plan now?
I'm gonna take another whiff at him, see if I can knock him out.
Okay.
He's not. We got to get out of here. What's Brethrak doing?
Brevrak's unsure. He's looking for
I'm not
you
gonna
for
hit
guidance.
this guy.
Nope.
I'd stumble and fall. Jesus Christ.
You miss
It's
again.
horrible.
You miss again,
Terrible.
Moog. You can swing at him again, trying to slap him.
God.
He ducks out of the way.
Brethrak, do you see a way out of here?
I'm not sure what to do. I don't know. As he's panicking in the center of the room here. As that
So
happens,
there's the guy behind the mirror, and then
Yep.
there's the people.
Well, no, he's not
barreling
behind the
through
mirror
door.
anymore. He's in the room, and now he's feeling like a big man because you've taken 2 swipes at him and missed.
Yeah.
So he's gonna walk towards you.
It's
Mhm.
big boy
Fat,
pants on.
pudgy noble
Yeah.
with a 18 to hit.
Oh,
He's going to
Jesus.
stab you with his dagger.
Fuck. I'm dead. I'm sure.
That is going to be 5 points of slashing damage.
That hurts pretty bad. Yeah.
As you kind of, and as
That
soon
does
as
hurt
he
pretty
stabs you, the doors slam open. There appears to be a large ogre with some kind of ram that just boom smashes through the door.
Going
He's
poorly.
wearing armored plates. And then next to him, you see several White Shroud guards become spilling into the room. You're about to be taken, Moog. It's up to you how it goes.
Yeah.
So, is this going to be bloody, or is this going to be a give up situation.
Choose violence.
He chooses violence. Moog chooses violence. Ah! And in a hail of glory, Moog is beaten down within a few moments. Because there's no point
Can I
in
at least
role-playing
make
this.
one shot? Come
Sure,
on.
give me a shot. Give me an attack roll, Moog.
Yeah, somebody's going
Okay,
down.
somebody gets hit. We'll say that you get a shot off towards the.
Come on, I get to kill one guy.
No, you don't, because
Oh,
you get a
come
shot
on.
off towards the.
Not the crippled peasant that was walking in the door.
No, he gets a shot off towards the ogre.
Chambermaid.
Kind of takes it in the chest, looks down and looks at you, and then just fucking almost takes Moog's head off. He flies across the room, smacks against the wall.
Fallout Boy begins playing in the background.
He crumples down into just a pile as Brevrak.
Is in horror.
It is I, noble Brevrak. It is. I have saved the day. Lord Akron, seize him. And everything goes black for the party as this is turned into a shit show. Let me consult my notes real fast while we do this. Okay, so all of you stabilized except for our friend Trist. Trist, you don't remember how you got here. Trist wakes up. You. There is what appears to be a wrinkly, nasty, green-skinned woman kind of hunched over the top of you. Yes. I've done as you asked. Is this enough? Well, I can't leave an investment go to waste. Bring him in. I think we have words. A contract should be drawn. As you kind of wake up, Trist, you finally come to full consciousness, and you are sitting in a room. It's very dark. There's smoke, almost like hovering in the air around you. There's a large creature sitting across from you. Appears to be a bugbear. Big guy. You recognize him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a large plate of food sitting down next to him. Appears to be a smorgasbord of toes and fingers. So he reaches in like popcorn. So, the great detective. Seems you didn't quite get what I wanted. As Vern Giant's Blood sits before you, Trist.
There was complications involved.
Oh, by the way, you do have 4 points of exhaustion.
Thank you.
Enjoy. My gift to you. You do also have 1 hit point. I just want to throw it out there. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
That's enough.
Thank you.
That's enough. Well, you didn't quite deliver. You should thank Cratch. Barely. The slippery creature drug her ass out.
Wasn't anything salvageable.
Well, the clan got a hold of the idol, although I doubt they'll be able to hold it for long. The stone, nobody could find it. It's gone. The interlopers, I know them well enough. Unfortunately, the saint is gone. The rest, I'm not sure. I believe they're going to be held for trial soon.
Trial? What for?
Well, they're accused of attempting to assassinate Lord Akron. as well as the mass destruction within the castle. And apparently they've been accused of foul experiments in the dungeons.
I do hope they have a good lawyer to get them off.
So do I. I do like good people. Regardless, though, Trist, you didn't quite complete your task. Though, if Cratch is to be believed, it was a bit harsh for me to ask so much of you. Your reputation preceded yourself. I thought you could handle it. But I'm not one to look a opportunity and not take it. I'll give you the good graces to make it up to me.
What else would you like?
Well, this is not exactly a negotiation, my friend.
And?
You will be indebted to me. I will come and ask you for a favor at some point.
Things just keep getting better.
Indeed they do. Don't worry. You might even like it.
For some reason I feel like I won't.
And he offers you a bowl.
Say my appetite has gone missing in these recent events.
It's empty. This is for the contract.
What would you want me to do?
A contract in blood. Flesh.
So you want me to work for you now? Be one of these members you have?
Yes, indeed.
What about the end of this contract?
What do you want in life, Trist? What do you seek?
I just want to be recognized.
Well, I can give that to you. That and more. You know I have the most extensive libraries, access to magical gizmos, things that you yourself have been searching for. Perhaps I could make things happen for you, Trist, should you perform appropriately. If not, I'm a reasonable man. You pay off your debts. A life for a life. After all, I did bring you back. Then you can go.
You phrase it like that, you make it seem like I have no other choice.
You don't have much of one, I would think. Unless you plan on teleporting out of here somehow.
Well, that's part of the knowledge I still yet to seek.
I wouldn't recommend it. So,
I reach for my vest. Do I feel my watch in there?
it's in there.
I know your cultures. I know what you want me to do. And I will... It was a bowl, or did they hand me the knife too?
He just handed you a bowl. There is also on the plate with it, there is a knife.
I will take the knife and just do the ever slow, slight tip of my pinky.
Just the tip?
Just the ever so slightly
Just
tip.
the tip? Just to see if you like it?
Just the tip.
You kind of...
Do I die for my one hit point?
No, you don't. You don't. You... Just a little piece comes off. He reaches forward, his very long arms reaches forward, grabs a hold of it. Yes. As you watch him eat the tip of your pinky finger.
So,
Yes. Ooh, you magical folk are so delicious. You best leave before I have mine for seconds.
About those,
you can see
about
the
those-
artist if you'd like a full membership.
about those interlopers, Vern.
Yes.
What are the chances of getting off?
Depends on who comes to their aid. We'll
What are the
see.
chances of getting out?
Slim. Very slim.
I'll see what I can do.
What do you owe them, Trist? Nothing. From what I understand, Cratch said they left you in a cell to die.
They don't owe me nothing, but they're also innocent of the crimes that they've been convicted of.
So noble. If you'd like, shop the market. Feel free. Visit the artist. Your first, tattoo's on me. And we fade away from Trist. You can choose if you would like to have one. You don't have to, Trist. You can have a free tattoo from the Mar. Oh, I can't believe you died and you got set up with this again. This is great.
Nothing's free.
So that's going to bring us to the rest of you. Moog, Rogar, Velry, Brevrak. All of you are in chains. You're bound. Hands chained together, feet manacled together. You're all stable. You know, if you had exhaustion, you still have it, but nothing more than that. Some time has passed. Enough for you to get probably the equivalent of a night's rest. And you are being marched into a large room. You stayed the night within the dungeons of Castle White Shroud. The proper dungeons. And you are now being brought into a very large room. One might call it a hall of sorts. There is a large throne-like chair at the end after several steps leading up to it. And there are rows of guards. You can see at least 10 members of Clan White Shroud in full guard gear. They have facial coverings, and they appear to be more elite warriors of a kind. More heavier, almost ornamentative armor. In addition to them, you would see there are two women. One of them, very young hobgoblin. And she has kind of her face down. She has a veil pulled over her face, obscuring her features. She appears to be wearing very nice dress robes for the occasion. And she is almost out of sight, out of mind, over towards the right of the room. And this is a very large hall, as you guys are kind of marched in through several guards. She has a blue nose. You can tell that, even with the veil on. And Brevrak kind of glances around the room, and he kind of mutters to himself. All of you can hear, Lady Inagwan, beautiful as ever. And then you also see 3 more individuals, one resting inside the throne. A very, looks like an older hobgoblin, has like the full kind of mustache goatee, like real long, straightened. Very decorative, like plate armor. No helm. A massive sword kind of resting against the throne. As he kind of looks out towards all of you, his eyes very intense, as you are witnessing for the first time, any of you being in the presence of Warlord Rinzo, the leader of Clan White Shroud. To his left, his wife, Lady Hisha, a hobgoblin, much later in years, you can tell by the kind of streaks in her hair. Though she holds herself with the poise of a younger woman. In addition to that, there is another hobgoblin. Does have resemblance to the warlord. and he is wearing some. It's not as decorative as Rinzo's armor, but it is very fine plate armor as well. All in the colors of Clan White Shroud, with a what appears to be a almost like a curved cutlass of sorts on his hip. You get the idea that he probably spends a lot of time on ships. And this would be Lord Toru, the oldest son of Warlord Rinzo. In addition to that, we have several more individuals that get in attendance. As a few steps down in front of them, there stands two more individuals. In particular, let me pull up my full notes on this. All right. In particular, we have a somewhat tall individual wearing kind of like a blue and kind of white robes. The hood pulled over. Their eyes are burning white. There are three what look like suns on their chest. They hold some kind of ornamental staff, and there's like a scroll that they have rolled up in their left hand, and they have like a staff in their right hand. The staff is made out of almost pure gold. You've never seen him before, none of you. Next to him is a hulking figure, a bugbear, shrouded in red armor that has almost like orange frills along the pauldrons, almost like fire flames, holding a giant glaive, and they're kind of resting it on the ground. They're both standing. The robed figure begins to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Judge Vegnak of the Temple of Akris, presides over this hearing. We will establish truth and order. The accused, the disgraced Brevrak Black Shroud, Moog Broadjaw, the White Scale, and the She-Elf all stand accused of attempted murder, exploitation, debauchery, and the list. This is an extensive list. It keeps going. The hulking figure next to him, one might say an executioner of sorts, is silent, completely silent the entire time. No movement. Do you have defense for yourselves? As he calls out. I need all of you to give me wisdom saving throws. Moog fails. Rogar fails. Velry passes. And
Dang, these are pretty steep saves, eh?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And Brevrak fails. Everybody except for Velry. Just somewhat fitting. As he kind of looks out, his eyes flash. And all of you are within a zone of truth. Everyone but Velry must speak truth at all times. It doesn't take, for some reason, Velry. You resist the spell. And as it does, he kind of clenches his teeth. Fun, we don't need this she-elf anyway. The rest of you, plead your case. He looks towards Moog first.
Situation was very confusing, and people were going down the door, and well, things happened.
Several of the other guards begin to laugh. Silence! Fool! This is life or death. These hearings are not trivial pursuits. Not one of noble birth would take this more seriously.
There were dark magics in play in that room, swirling demons and black holes of darkness.
Demons of your making.
No, we didn't do it.
He kind of turns his head. At this point, it was them, it was all them! As there's a chubby hobgoblin being brought, being carried by the shoulders by two more guards. It's Lord Akron is shoved down next to the rest of you. He's not chained up. As he's shoved down, Warlord Rinzo's eyes kind of glare down. It was them the whole time. They threatened me.
Cowering in a mirror.
It was fearful for my life. They threatened to kill me, father. All glaring down. Does anyone else wish to make a case here?
I'll tell him how I tried to go ahead and confiscate this fella to knock him out and bring him with so we could get out of there.
Give me a persuasion check, Moog.
Okie dokie.
It's coming down to a series of checks.
Persuasion. Come on.
Sustained!
16?
16? That's very good. That is definitely a pass. That is in your favor, Moog.
Good.
As the judge kind of nods his head.
Is anyone allowed to speak, or are we going by turns?
So Moog has kind of made his point at this point in time. So we have Velry and Rogar left.
All right. Does he tell one of us to speak, or
no? He just sits there quietly waiting, crackling a fire around his eyes right now.
Rogar is, it's going to take a long time, but he's going to talk about when we first got to the Temple of Bowwow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. We're going way back.
Yeah.
We're going way back.
Going way back.
So, Rogar, as you begin to go through this elaborate story, you notice
of course, I embellish it with Rogar.
Of course.
This, simplify certain things, but also, glorify like small deeds.
Yes.
So
there is
everyone was hit with the javelin when he threw it.
So you will see.
Exactly. I never missed the javelin throw, and he knows that's a lie.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess I can't lie. Can I? I missed the javelin.
Yeah, you can't.
And I grip my teeth when I say it.
As all of this takes place, first off, all of you, as Rogar's boasting, you hear a quill furiously moving back and forth. As over to the right, there's like a stenographer, just this kind of elderly goblin, in similar robes to the judge, and he's just
Rogar sees
the whole time.
Picks up his face.
He's just constantly, he's kind of trying to get everything down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it had 6 arms and it attacked us from the shadow.
Go ahead and give me a we'll call it persuasion check, Rogar.
Disadvantage of this because I'm tired.
Yes, indeed.
You said persuasion, right?
Yes.
Ooh, no, that's not good. 5!
That's fine.
I rolled an actual 1.
So, at the end of your tale, Rogar, the judge looks over towards the executioner, and the executioner takes something off of his belt and unrolls it. And you see the wanted poster for Rogar, son of Amu, roll out. And the judge looks at it, then looks at you. Is this you, White Scale?
Yes, it is me.
Noted.
I am Rogar.
As he rolls it back up. As he rolls it back up.
But you know what I say is true.
This is going to come down to Velry here.
I've never seen that man before in my life.
Exactly.
Velry, you are the last witness to the accusations of treason with the possibility of being burned alive, because that is
Let's
how
take
the
the
Temple
stand.
of Akres deals with its executions.
So we're just telling our recounts of what's happened, right?
Or whatever, however you would like to aid this situation.
Do I
You
have
can
health?
lie.
No, what was it, Velry?
Do I have health? Like, am I like?
Oh yeah, well you considered back at full health,
Oh, good to know.
but you are shackled,
Oh, okay.
restrained, and in a room full of very dangerous people.
I choose violence.
I mean, it's up to you. You can attempt violence if you so like.
So, at this point, though, because they're not like, I mean, is it going to end poorly for us if I
So
don't
far, you're thinking it's 1-1, so you might be the tiebreaker here, depending on what you say. Now, you are the only one that is not bound by truth in this moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I'm going to try and attempt to just tell them what they want to hear to get us out of the situation.
Okay. Okay. So I will say you probably have a little bit more time, especially with your previous captivity. Maybe some of your lessons from Helene rubbing off on you a little bit. Zyme and the rest. Go ahead, and I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to roll persuasion or do you want to roll deception?
No difference to me. Let's do deception.
Okay. Straight roll. 19. Very good. Very good. As you begin to speak, and you basically inform them that, you're completely innocent. Nobody has done anything wrong. You were trying to aid the clan. You're ridding them of some foul thing. And the best lies have a hint of truth. As you're not exactly sure what was happening, but this seems good enough. And as you begin to tell your tale, the judge looks a little upset because he can't tell if you're lying or not. It's almost as if something unnatural about you. And the executioner, as you're speaking, kind of grabs a hold of an amulet. 3 suns on his chest. And he kind of grabs it and focuses for a moment. And then he looks over towards the judge and just kind of shakes his head. Because if I remember correctly, Dhampir are not technically undead, are they? Anymore? That works out in your favor very much, Velry. So, as he tries to detect undead, and you do not register as so, you register as something different. And they kind of look to each other. These accusations are damning, Lord Akron. What have you to say? Lord Akron, I did nothing wrong. Nothing. You can all tell that he's lying through his teeth, and yet the judge and everybody's just kind of nodding their head. With 2 successes and 1 failure in this challenge. You hear a shout from the back of the hall. They will hear me! As Akron looks back. You're supposed to be dead! As Glazig, the captain, fumbles his way, heavily bandaged, into the hall. You! He points towards Lord Akron. After a series of damning evidence is brought forth, Lord Akron is found guilty of treason, of an offense against the Shogun, against his clan. And his father, despite him being of blood, sentences him ultimately to burn alive in the square before the Temple of the Three Flames.
Yoinks, dude.
All of you guys can level up now. Everyone will have hit level 5.
We did it, guys. Yo.
Oh,
Did we though?
we
Jesus
somehow survived.
Christ.
Sweet mercy.
And
Oh, my
before
But
we
now
get before we get into endeavors, I would like you to know that a month is going to pass. You will be spending a month in Port Dorona. So you each have 2 endeavors. To briefly sum up some things, because of what just happened, because of everything that just happened, here is what is going to take place. First off, Moog and Velry are released. No questions asked. You are released, and you are actually claimed as heroes of Port Dorona, as the scourge of the Cult of Many Eyes was, as more evidence and more realizations are brought forth of what was actually happening in the city, it was getting very, very bad. It has been discovered that there were several more cultists that were in disguise, and they are weeded out as best they can, but they can never know for sure how deep this went and how far it could have gone. And it was stopped just in time. The idol was taken into possession by Clan White Shroud. We're not sure what's going to happen with that yet. There might be some roleplay here in a moment. But regardless, Moog in particular, you are approached by Glazik after everything is said and done, after you're being released. And the captain begins to speak to you, Mr. Broadjaw. You've done us a great service, Broadjaw. Fellow clan. Did you have a request of Clan White Shroud? Anything we could do for you?
Opportunity to train.
Train.
Up a little.
Of course. Were you seeking something? I was told that you had entered into some kind of contract with me. I regret to inform you that that was not me.
Oh, I learned quite relatively that wasn't you, as I carried off and brought this party into a trap. So we survived somehow. So if there's work to be had, I'm your guy.
There's always work. We could always serve the clan. We could use good soldiers. Regardless, though, I'm told you were looking for your evidence, something to do with your brother. Cousin, perhaps?
Yes.
Relation of some kind?
Let me check my notes. I've got notes.
He was a cousin.
It was cousin Zidron, yes.
Zidron.
Well,
all I know is he set sail with Lord Kinsu. They went north. They stopped in a small, some call it a village. Zenmouth was the last port that they took in before they headed further north, and they were never seen again. I had the tinkerers make you something to honor your great deeds. And you are given, they're called Bracers of Marksmanship, Moog. You can look them up now. They add a +2 to your attack and damage rolls with either a heavy or light crossbow.
that works out for me.
So you were given
Bracers of marksmanship.
Yes.
Something else.
Velry. Before you are released, you are given the opportunity, if you so choose, to work with Clan White Shroud. They see that you obviously have some skills, and they're not as picky as the temple. The temple is shunning you. would you like to work with the clan? Would you like to make your own path?
First of all, what about my ladies? What's happened to
The
them?
ladies are still within the the crooked plank with Din.
Mm-hmm. So like, how far away? I'm confused on where we are compared to them.
Okay, so you are in the Samurai District, very far away. What I wouldn't say, it's like a half hour away, like walking. Like basically, what I'm asking you is, you are approached by Glazig, seeing your prowess at work, and he wants to know if he could count on you as perhaps a contract of some kind in the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Your choice.
I could still be with this party though.
You can do whatever you want. You know, they're asking if you'd like to work for them. In the meantime, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want.
What's in it for me? What do I get out of it?
Gold, honor.
Any type of protection?
Of course. Be a member of Clan White Shroud. One of the highest honors.
What happens if I say yes and then don't like it?
Do you ask this in person or?
Like, do I know much? Like, would my character know much about?
I don't know how much you would know about politics. You can give me a history check. We'll see. 16. Okay. So you would know that you're never going to be a full-fledged clan member. The highest you can get is a Black Shroud working in Port Torona, because you are not blood of them, and you also not being a hobgoblin is a big no-no. So this would be more like almost like a mercenary work for them. They pay you to do something that they don't want to either do themselves, or they might need the extra muscle.
Yeah, why not?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, before you leave, you are gifted with a cloak, a magical cloak. As Glazig sees your elven nature, here, we found this on one of the heretics. And he hands you a cloak of elven kind.
That's what it's called?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Rogar has a much different meeting, as he is wanted for a significant bounty. And the judge wants to have him executed, wants him dead. However, with his current endearment by Clan White Shroud, your execution within the walls of Port Torona are put to an impasse. As though the Shogun's reach is far, what you have done here this day supersedes anything that might warrant your current death, especially as an investigation has been starting to look into this. As you were currently, you were interviewed extensively and put under multiple spells, since you obviously are going to fail most of them, Zone of Truth spells. And
Or it doesn't lie very much anyway.
It's true. So once the story comes out, and the judge, you were interrogated multiple times. After everything comes out, and he believes that you're telling the truth, a formal inquiry is placed into the ones that bestowed this I'm not going to say curse, bounty on your person. And that is about what you can get from that. I'm not sure how much more involved you'd be in that, but you are released from their service, and you are not asked by any means to join the clan, but you are given free reign within the city walls, at least. You're not given anything.
All right.
Except when you go back to the crooked plank.
Mm.
And Din, see, finally after you return, friend Rogar, you've returned. Yes.
I live.
There's a hug, you know. He's like, oh, I didn't know how long you'd last. I got
Let's
you
drink some
something.
sake. I will tell you our tale.
I got you a gift, friend. And he hands you a bag. One might call
Bag
it
of
a
holding.
bag of holding.
Yeah.
You're the proud owner of a bag of holding.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, Trist,
Yep.
you get your life. And apparently
Yay.
a debt to the Mar.
I look forward to breaking that.
Okay. Did you want a tattoo, Trist?
No.
Okay. All right. So I won't tell you the rest of the tattoos.
Nope.
You have one open to claim if you'd like. Regardless, though, let's get into briefly before we cut out for the night. Real quick endeavors for everybody. Everybody's got some listed. Let's start with Dan real fast. What do you got, Dan? In this month time period.
In this month time period, I would like to.
Oh, ooh, let me remind you real fast. I should probably clarify what you can do. Which
Yeah,
you can do
that
just
would
about
be
anything.
helpful. Yeah.
So as far as endeavors, feel free. You can attempt to learn something new. You can attempt to learn a new language. You can attempt to learn a feat. There will be checks that will have to be made. You'll need 3 successes, which means multiple endeavors probably, to learn a new either feature or a language or tool proficiency, anything like that. You can take R&R time, and you can, if you're not in the, let's just put it like this. Depending on what you do for R&R, you might be able to recover more than 1 point of sanity. It's a possibility. And of course, you can always do something story related or look up leads for something in the future, anything you're interested in. So you get 2. Go for it, Dan. What would you like to do?
Get 2?
You get 2 endeavors.
Okay. Endeavor 1 would be to take the time. I would say recover and can I recover and attune to the bracers?
Oh yeah. That's no problem.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd like to try and recover some sanity for one endeavor, and the other one I would like to learn the tough feat.
All right. Okay. For trying to learn the tough feat, give me a Constitution check.
Constitution check. So that's just a straight roll off my
Yes.
Constitution. Ooh, 10, easy, even.
Okay. So that is lowered the DC, but you don't have a success yet.
Okay.
So as far as the other one, though, go ahead and give me a sanity check.
All right. Just a D20.
Yes.
That's a 15 minus 4, so an 11.
11. You recover. So here's what happens, Moog. You, what does Moog normally do for rest?
Oh, he would, he'd probably head down to the crossbow range and practice that a little bit.
And they do have an extensive range at the castle. And now that you've been given pretty much clearance to do anything you want in the city, easily find the range. And you kind of take the time, relaxing, shooting. You notice that they have these new guns. They have like muskets here that they're starting to use black powder, and that's kind of interesting. But you have your tried and true. You take the time doing that, and at some point, as you're kind of beginning to recoup your sanity, trying to get back in touch with reality, the Temple of Boel, Tide's Call, hosts a day where they're breaking in one of their new priests that they're bringing from outside the city, and you visit. And you are going to recover 2 points of sanity instead of just 1. Okay, and that will bring us to Rogar. Endeavors, sir.
first one for sure is going to be recovering some sanity.
Okay, go ahead and
So-
give me sanity roll then. Roll high.
17 minus 3, 14.
14. With a 14, you are looking at you made the DC for that. So what does Rogar do for relaxation? Mostly just kind of out by himself, or
Yeah, he would either go hunting,
Mhm.
or he would probably drink.
do some
You
drinking?
know,
Yeah.
yes.
Do some
But
drinking,
mostly,
and
maybe both.
I will
Such
say
a pro. Rogar's such a
it-
pro.
at some point, you end up Moog ends up coming in one day, and he's telling you about you guys are all drinking, and he tells you about this quote unquote party he's going to at the temple, and Rogar's like, oh, magic water, sure, and you go
Exactly.
and you stick your face in the fountain. It's a big deal. People are all horrified, but you do recover 2 points of sanity. So
All right.
there is that.
All right.
What about your second endeavor?
My sanity's real low. Wait, let's go on sanity. I guess I gotta do it. I gotta try to get more sanity back. I'm going
Okay, give me another check
double
then.
sanity. Oops. Natural one.
So
Oof.
you do recover 1 point of sanity.
Okay,
But that's it. That's it.
that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which will bring us then to the lovely Velry. What would you like to do for your endeavors, ma'am?
Is my sanity at like 13? Is that right?
I believe so.
Is that good? What's everyone else at?
Everyone else is low
Better
as
than
shit.
everyone else's.
They're pretty
Okay.
bad. You're pretty good compared
Okay.
to them.
I
Compared,
want to do the tough feat as well. That looks nice.
Okay, give me a Constitution check.
Constitution. Just hit the okay.
Yeah, just the check, not the save.
21.
Dear God, that's a success. So
Yeah.
you need 2 more though to actually gain the feat. So that's 1 success. You're getting your work. It's something you work towards. It's not like an instant gratification.
I like instant gratification.
I'm sorry, it's not going to be instant gratification, but you're 1 step closer. Would you like to do another one?
I am thinking that. Oh gee, I was looking at. Hold on, let me look at it. Linguist, maybe, because we were talking.
Okay. Now,
I don't
all
know.
right. Are you trying to grab the feat, or do you want to try to attempt a language?
Well, I was wanting to learn more languages, and this you can learn 3 languages all at once.
You
so-
can with that feat. However, I will tell you this: if you know somebody, if you have a tutor for a language, you can get advantage on a roll, and you can attempt to learn a language. Now, if you have somebody that is fluent with it, you're spending the whole month here. If you want to learn a language and you roll well enough, you can just learn a language in 1 roll. Or you can work your way towards the feat. It's up to you. I can tell you, I just want to throw this out there. To learn the feat, it's an intelligence check. Throwing it out there. You're not the smartest.
Shit.
Sorry.
She got kicked out. She got
Damn
kicked
it!
out of the Zoom.
Oh no! Like this?
She got kicked out of the Zoom.
Son of a bitch.
So, what do you want to do?
You guys are in the same room. This is great. Hey!
She's not answering me.
She hates you.
Yeah, I was talking to you.
This is great.
Okay.
This is great.
She's
Great
trying,
TV,
she's
guys.
trying to log back at you. What's your explanation?
Okay. While we're waiting for that, Trist, what would you like to do? You get two.
Trist is going to get back to his 16 sanity that he had, so he's going to double down.
Okay.
And
go ahead and
he grows more insane when he doesn't work. So he is going to, if somebody lost a puppy, he is going to find that person's puppy.
All right. Give me a sanity check. We'll see how this goes.
You want both rolls or just one roll?
Give me one at first.
That's a failure. It's 2.
So that's only 1 point back. And then if
Okay.
you want to do it double down, so go ahead and roll the next one.
Now we're going to double down. Shit, natural. Oh shit, that's an 8. I thought that was a
That's an
natural
8.
20.
That's an 8.
It's cocked. I ain't rolled again.
1. So you gain 2 points back total.
I'm back to 10.
of sanity. You're back to 10. You're back to just a flat roll. It's all good, guys. It's all good.
I lost a character to this one.
Oh, we're gonna swap out. We're gonna do Rogar Valerie swap out. I love it. This is so good. Oh yeah,
Any
here it
money
comes.
from my cases.
Here it comes. Here comes the close up. Muted. Oh, so there you go. You hear me? No! There you are.
Okay, so
hmm
you were explaining. You said the last thing I heard you say was like you have a month, and then
Okay, so
Okay.
if you want to learn just a single language and you have a tutor,
Mm.
somebody that speaks it, you can make a roll with advantage and you can just learn the language because you have a whole month to do this.
oh, I like that.
Okay, I figured
Instant
you'd
gratification.
that's what I thought you'd be into.
You have to know some of those languages that you're going to learn.
So what language do you want to learn?
Oh gosh, what was that one? What was the one that the what was it?
Deep
The
speech.
Genasi was speaking.
Primordial.
Primordial? You learn
Mhm.
Primordial? Okay.
Mm.
Which type of Primordial?
Oh God.
She was an Earth Genasi. If you're trying to learn that.
She is an Earth Genasi. Do you want to learn that? Sure.
Jade.
Jade can teach you. Jade does
Okay.
kind of like live with you guys technically in a weird
Right.
Coming
way.
up on the stage. Jade.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, she was in a way. She was one of those. Thanks a lot for bringing that up, Dayu.
I'm not Dayu anymore. Dayu's dead.
Oh
And
man,
Stairwell.
Freudian slip.
These are all the
Um,
languages you can learn. That's a lot.
Yeah, I'll just do that one.
First
Okay.
Primordial.
All right. Do you want me to roll for you? Because I have your page open. Unless you want to roll for yourself.
You can roll.
Okay. This will be a intelligence check at advantage.
Mm.
Oh Lord. Advantage. Roll. That's an 8.
9 and 9.
Oh,
That
thank
sucks.
you.
It's a 9.
For
So
I know.
you try. I will say, I'll give you the luck. I'll give you one more roll. So we'll see.
Good
Let's
luck.
say.
Outrageous.
Nope. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
damn.
It's a fail. 7. We tried. We rolled 3 times.
Yep.
So I will say the DC has lowered. So if you want to try next time we level up, maybe. For now, nothing.
There's a greater chance.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's it.
Cool.
We're done with endeavors, and we've leveled up. So next session,
Dun, dun, dun.
we'll kick off with the next part, the next leg of the campaign. We'll see where we're going, see what's going on. But I think we're going to cut out for tonight. So, thank you everybody for watching out there. I, of course, have been Jumbo Thick. This has been Whispers from the Stars, Emberfell, with the Ember Crew, Ghost Beaters. I like Ghost Beaters. I don't know
Ghost
why
Beaters.
I'm so into it. Ghost Beaters, and...
I don't even find a ghost.
Doesn't
Ah,
matter.
it's gonna be
doesn't
great.
matter. It's relevant.
We will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.